Hello, I'm Grace Quantock, and today we are talking books. I love books. I mean, I really truly do. If you know me, then you probably had a reading list. I mean, seriously. You bump into me, you come away with reading things to do. So, I realised a few years ago that I was reading about situations and people which were nothing to do with me, which were never anything to do with me, and which I felt no relevance, association or care for. And then I realised, okay, so I looked at my books. Do you want to see some of my books? Now these are just a very, very small part of them. That a lot of my books are written by white male authors. And that's strange because, I mean, I'm not picking books by white male authors. I'm not choosing to read books by them. And I mean, I've read a lot of books. Yes, I know, I'm a highbrow geeky person. Dear one, we know this about me. I mean, I've been ill for a very long time, and a lot of that time I spent in bed, and a lot of that time I spent reading, and to be honest, I spent time before that reading. I mean, like, I read at meals, I used to read as I walked around, on the bus, waiting for the bus, when I'm in the car and Linus gets my wheelchair out of the car, I read during that space of time. I like to read. And yet, I would say maybe 70% of the books I have read are by white men. And that's just not right. I found so many amazing books. And it's just opened up my whole life. It's informed so many things and it's changed my perspective in so many ways, which some of the books I was reading before didn't. So, here's your reading list. Yes, I know, why should you do this? You don't have time to do this. You know, you're running a business, you're doing this, you're doing that, you're not in school anymore. You should read these books. This is your life. This matters. Okay, ready? Okay. Here's your books. Okay, this. If I could ask you to read one book from this, apart from Bibliotherapy, it would be this one. Lakota Woman by Mary Quantock, also called Mary Bravebird. You can get it from her website. You can get this book and this book from her website, marycrowdog.com, and you should buy them from there because then she actually gets some money from them, and if you don't buy them from there then she doesn't get any money. And really, I realised, how is it that I've taken a degree in history and yet I know nothing about American Indians apart from a lot of the lies and propaganda, and that's just not fair. What, just because I'm privileged to not live on a reservation that I get to not know about, have to know about these things, how to understand what's going on? No, so that's what we're doing, we're learning. Maya Angelou's poetry. There's a reason she is so loved by Russell Means. Also an amazing book. Sometimes this stuff is painful to read, but that's why we need to do it. The Me in the Mirror by Connie Pazzarino. It's like this. Women Can't Drown the Fire, Latin American women writing in exile. Of course, Inga Messia. You need to read it. I think they should hand it out when you're born. Same with this one. They started a lot of this. Autobiography of Blue-Eyed Devil. Also, Malcolm X's autobiography must be read. Crow Dog. Unbelievable stories. We need to know what's happening. Poems by Bell Hooks. Beautiful. Sassafras, Cypress and Indigo. Oh, it's wonderful. Really, really is. Listen, it begins. Where there is a woman, there is magic. If there is a moon falling from her mouth, she is a woman who knows her magic, who can share or not share her powers. A woman with a moon falling from her mouth, roses between her legs and tiaras of Spanish moss. This woman is a consort of the spirits. It's a novel and it's beautiful. I mean, really, why wouldn't we choose to read such a beautiful thing? I mean, who wants to watch television when you have books like this? Spider-Woman's Granddaughters. Wonderful, wonderful. Another favourite that should definitely be read by Jacqueline Woodson, called Feathers. It is designed for children, but it's just so wonderful. It's brilliant. complete components of Cephal. Rumi. Everybody loves Rumi. And another favourite who we love, and he's vegan, Benjamin Zephaniah. That is your books and my discussion of my love of books, one of many to come. And children, you have your homework, you have your reading list.